What's up, guys? This is your boy James68J coming to you live this Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Super excited, guys, about my guest today. Someone who's absolutely incredible. But before we get started, let's go over a few things. You can see how we kind of changed a couple things up. I want to just give a quick thank you to Dave. I see that Dave, good morning, Josh. How you doing, my friend? So Dave has a chat box here. Let's see if the chats actually show up. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so I see that we have a chat box here. I'm not sure if Dave is live. I don't see any of the chats in there. Good morning, Josh. So we actually created a chat box so that doesn't look like it's showing up. Okay, well, we're trying to, I wanted to make sure I got the Crypto4Life family chat here, and so we'll work on that, or maybe Dave can work on that here in a bit. Well, I see. Okay, so I do see the chat here. Oh, that's because I'm over here. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so it's a chat. It looks like it is showing up. It's a little small, but it's showing up. Okay. Okay, so it is showing up in the chat box. We could probably make this a little bit bigger. All right, good stuff. Okay. A little too small for me to see it, but nevertheless. So, guys, hey, let's welcome everybody to the group. Good morning, PDP Real. How you doing, my friend? Jeanette McFadden, good morning. I love my wife. Great wife. Bullish Kenny G. Josh, appreciate you. Guys, we've got an incredible guest today. Quickly for me to go over the overview, we're going to talk about some things in his profession, or what he's expert on. This guy is brilliant when it comes to the blockchain, NFTs, crypto as a whole, and then some things going on in the metaverse. And I'm not going to spoil him, let him tell you about it, but he's working with some very major people, very major Fortune 500 companies. I'll let him touch on that. So absolutely amazing guy, and is in position to do some things, in my opinion, that will create billions, not millions, billions in the crypto industry. It's quite amazing, guys, some of the people that he's working with. So we're also going to go into the markets a bit, guys. We're going to go into some news. Always, one of my favorite things to talk about is dollar cost average and doing your own research. And then there's some things that we're going to chat about that I'll figure out if I'm going to chat towards the very end. There's some things that was brought to my attention. But we might chat about that here on the live or in the Telegram group. I got to figure that one out because I literally just found some things out here in just a few minutes ago. So, but without any further ado, guys, let's see who we have here. Crypto Trophy. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the group. Super excited, guys. This is our third live stream, and we'll be doing a giveaway, even though it doesn't show it here. Kind of ran out of room with the chat box, but a lot of great information, guys. And also, I had some requests from some of the members for me to do a night stream. So going into next week, obviously, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so we'll say happy early Thanksgiving to all the Crypto4Life family members. Appreciate you guys. Looking forward to enjoying that day with my family as well. So I know you guys are doing that as well. So we won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll probably be picking back up on Friday just to touch on a couple of things that I think is very important. And then after that, I think going into next week, we'll start doing a morning and an evening stream. Like what days, I'm not sure yet, because initially when this was started, we were looking at working around a different channel and co-hosting and things like that over there as well, but some things didn't play out that way, so that's okay. And we'll talk about that either later on today or in the Telegram group. I'll kind of figure that out as we're talking. So without any further ado, guys, it looks like we kind of, let me see here where we had Dave Adams, yo, my man Dave, what's up, brother? PDP Real, let's smash the like button, subscribe. PDP Real is the man. Dave, can we make sure that Bullish Kenny G and PDP Real are both mods in not only the Telegram group but in the YouTube channel? Because one of the things that we have, guys, that we're going to be doing is sharing everything that comes in through the channel with our mods, with our admin, and I've got some pretty big goals and pretty big admirations that just go beyond YouTube, working with various celebrities, celebrity basketball games, movie projects, and things that we're going to be doing in addition to that, creating our own Crypto4Life wallet, which we'll actually be sharing as we're investing those proceeds with our mods and admin as well. So anything we say here today is not financial advice. I'm just a big giver. I love people. which is why I'm probably going to wind up addressing what I heard early this morning. So, anyways, without any further ado, guys, let's bring in my guest, the man, the myth, the legend, my brother, Majid Zafer. Amazing guy. Let's see if Majid's on. Majid, what's up, my brother? Can you hear me okay? I think I muted everyone. Okay, so let's unmute Majid here. Asked to unmute.
James, how are you doing?
Good, my friend. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Awesome, awesome. It sounds like there's a little bit of distortion. I'm not sure if that's on... Dave, can you guys hear Majid okay, or is it just on my end?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear now. Loud and clear. Absolutely, my friend. So how you doing?
Doing amazing, man. Loving life, and this whole crypto world is quite.
Well, man, I got so much love and respect for this dude, and we always talk about great people, and we've got some amazing, legendary Crypto4Life family members and some mods and admin here. I always talk about Dave and Josh, but you're one of my top 50 people of all time, and I'm not ranking you in the, as far as we're in that equation, but you're one of the top 50, brother, as far as your heart. And I'm talking about out of the many people that I've met around the world, and great leaders, award-winning speakers, some of the biggest hearts in the world. But you have one of those hearts, man. And it's just, if people kind of look back at my first stream with Antoine, my second stream yesterday with John and Amica, two amazing people, and then they can kind of see a pattern of incredible hearts, incredible mindsets. I remember, we've done, not only have you and I done business together, we've laughed together. I think we've almost teared up together. Incredible stories, man. And so the way that I met Majid, guys, is through actually John Singh, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it was through my brother John, and John and Majid and their wives are super, super close. Matter of fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know why I'm picking up background here. I'm picking up almost like wind sound or something. What is that? Dave, can you hear that? Okay, I think Dave might have got rid of it. Okay, perfect. I don't think that's my, is that on my end? Picking up.
Let me mute in and out, James, just in case.
Yeah,
it's
let's
me.
see. Okay, let's see here. Hello? Yeah, so it must be on your end. Yeah, it's on your end.
Yeah, I'll have to mute in and out that way.
Yeah, no. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We can deal with it. So it's funny because the way that we actually met was through John. And you guys, I know your wives are very close. Matter of fact, I believe your two wives went on like a retreat together and stuff like that. So very, very close, tight knit family. I've been to Majid's house where him and his wife honored. They honored us with an amazing dinner and got to hang out with your kids and stuff like that. So. But one of the things that I didn't know, and I started to know as we were talking, is just really your background and your brilliance in the cryptocurrency space. And it's very, very in depth with, when it comes to metaverse, when it comes to NFTs, when it comes to crypto in general, or blockchain technology. And there's some things that I'm very fortunate and lucky and feel blessed that you're bringing me into, and you're putting on the table with me, and everything that you're doing, you're offering me to be a part of that, and that's incredible, especially when people hear about what you're doing. Is really next level. I don't think very many people are, really interacting in crypto in all the different areas that you're interacting. So if you can, I know there's certain NDAs you have, right? And we talked about this, and I know there's certain things you can't say. God knows, I know if you said it, people are like, what? So can you kind of, I think there's some things in the boxing where you can't talk about. So can we start maybe with your background and then give people some highlights of some of the incredible, not only people you're working with, companies you're working with, whatever you can say, and then also some of the crypto projects that we know, maybe if you can talk about those platforms.
Sure. Just to give you a quick background, and again, thanks for having me, James. I just love you and your wife, and every time we hang out, it's I feel enriched. And the thing about it is that the quality of your conversations are really kind of match up to your quality of life. So
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Conversations with John, James, just the crew. It's just a good way to live.
Thank you, bro.
So my background, I've been in the sustainability space for over a decade. I want to say almost 2 decades now, and working with enterprise level clients in the industrial manufacturing space, net zero, all that whole world. So, but I got wind of. I mean, I think we all heard of like Bitcoin, like early.
Right.
Pretty early, but then I really started taking it seriously in 2015 and jumping into it, researching like a madman, just like James. Respect about James, he's always learning.
Always.
Uh, and you just get fascinated by it because you see a way out, especially if you have children, you're like, man, how's this world going to shape up? And then you see what actually is shaping up on the back end, and it gives you hope. And when you get excited about the not just the foundation of crypto, but where the whole world could head to, and how things could get better, not just for us, but for generations to come. That's an exciting space to be. So I blended my two worlds of sustainability and crypto, and started offering ISO certifications to blockchain companies that wanted to be sustainable, carbon neutral, net zero, taking away the excuse that blockchain is energy intensive. So our goal is to help blockchain be the least energy intensive industry on the planet. As an organization, my partner Corey Warfield has about 500,000 people on LinkedIn followers, and he's positioned as a metaverse and a Web3 influencer. So we have a lot of inbound, and that's been really amazing to kind of field different ideas, different thoughts, different projects, and they're all in different stages, right? Some are just an idea, and some are a finished product, right?
Right.
So help where we can, but within our ecosystem, we have a launch pad, and in that launch pad, we work with companies that are either de-risking the space, like different insurance companies coming into play to insure not just crypto and exchanges, but he's also doing custom NFT insurance products, right? All the way to companies that are projects that are really de-risking the space, but also making the Web 2 to Web 3 process more frictionless, right?
Okay.
Making because right now, if we take a look at most of the companies in crypto, it's like especially if you go to these conferences, it's like a crypto bro fest,
Right.
right? It's working with crypto people, which is about 3% of the population.
Right.
And the 97% don't really, that's an afterthought. For us, that's our focus is
Gotcha.
the 97%. It's about how do you onboard that 97% into crypto without them actually knowing or having to know anything about crypto.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay, that makes sense.
So safety, risk, it's just about finding those bridges to help companies onboard into the crypto space in a very safe, reliable uh, uh, way, but also a very profitable way for brands and different companies to be able to really engage in a completely different way than they ever have. And you're starting to see it now. You're seeing it with Starbucks. You're starting to see, Reddit just did something, Nike, Adidas. You're starting to see the trickle down. You're going to see a lot more in 2023. So yeah, we're very blessed to work with some amazing companies that are solving some pretty major regular world issues, or as they call world Web 2 issues,
Right.
uh, Web 3 technology, right? And I know there's a lot of mention of NFTs and blockchain and this and that, but for the average individual, they don't care,
Right.
you
That
know,
makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
and that's what we help make happen.
So, I mean, you obviously you guys are working on a lot of things. There's some things that you mentioned to me a few days ago, again yesterday, and pretty exciting things that's going on. Can you kind of address some of those things with athletes or some of these big companies that you're? I know you can't say the companies itself, but just some of the things you're doing with the like metaverse and things like that, and what the future is looking like in those areas.
Sure. The good thing is that within our ecosystem, we have a consortium of other companies that are either have certain patents in the space or bring something disruptive or innovative into the space, and we collectively go to market as a group, right? Just and you're one of the first things that we are a part of our consortium got involved in is that Floyd Mayweather fight that just happened,
Okay.
right? Now, for the people who just thought that the Floyd Mayweather fight was cool, that it was twinned into the metaverse and you were able to stream it on your phone and do all that, that is step number one.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The continuation of that. And with things like NFTs, with things like blockchain applications or other things, but you as the consumer will never have to interact with that verbiage,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
Loyalty cards, right? And it's going to be rewards. It's not going to be it's just a different blending of that two worlds, right? So you have to use the verbiage that people are already used to. You can't talk about wallets, it's mailboxes, it's accounts,
That
it's
makes sense.
so it's and you that's kind of what you're gonna see is a lot of brands engage with their customers like they've never been able to. Like
Mm.
and also be able to rev share with customers like we've never been into. I think James and I have both been in different industries that are familiar with like rev share distribution, right?
Okay.
Whether it's programs, whether that's the direct sales world. I mean, there's a lot of different programs like that.
Right.
But I believe that the Web3 world will disrupt all that because it will allow average everyday companies to be able to do that type of distribution
Okay.
without signups and without recruiting, without having to tell your friends and family about something. You'll
Right.
just be able to because you use that brand. If you
Right.
use that brand, it rewards you. If you don't, you won't.
That's
But
right.
the way that they're going to bring some brand loyalty.
Do me a favor and try muting in and muting out again. Maybe it'll pick up because you're kind of going in and out with your. You sound real great and then it kind of fades out. Let's see. Try it again.
Sorry about that.
No, no. Okay? You sound good right now.
Anything I said, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, no worries at all. So here's the next thing. I mean, you got some incredible things going on. I know there's some major, probably one of the biggest Fortune 500 companies on planet Earth that you guys are working with, and I'm so proud of you, man, and I'm so honored to be a part of what you guys are doing. It's next level, and we're not talking about, excuse me, getting rich. We're not talking about making a million or we're talking about something that could create billions, and that's exciting to me. Those conversations that we've had, and I'm really excited to be a part of that, and if you can get just a small piece, if you can get a mustard seed of that amount of money, that's life changing. So really excited about those things. Let me ask you this. Let me talk about some of the things that we've dealt with in with FTX, FTT, Sam Bankman-Fried. Me and you've had conversations the other day. You and I and John Hall, who works for one of the biggest banks. Again, we can't talk about that, but probably the biggest bank on planet Earth. One of the most recognizable banks. He's a specialist, a financial specialist, and we were talking about, what's going on right now in the world, what's going on, globally, how those things affect, everything. How we haven't really even paid for that when it comes to, like, let's say, the real estate crisis, the energy crisis. I go on and on. People hear me talk about this like a broken record, but I'm trying to get it in people's mind that you can't have these things going on globally. If China's having a real estate crisis in other countries, or if there's an energy crisis in various places, Europe and parts of the U.S., and if there's inflation and interest rates and money printing and corruption, and now you get into the FTX thing where there's possibly politics and athletes are getting sued. And I was talking about this yesterday, Majid, where a lot of times we people tend to take things more serious or follow people who are successful, and we talked about yesterday with John and Amika and I, which was success leaves clues. But a lot of times if we see, and that's why, celebrities get these big endorsement deals, right? Because the whole mindset is, well, if Shaquille O'Neal is using Icy Hot must work. That kind of stuff. Or if Steph Curry says Subway sandwiches are great, then they must be great. And so what happens, you see these guys start promoting crypto and FTX, and oh my gosh, this is what's going on. And then all of a sudden things go bad, and you find out these cluster of people are getting sued, people that we've always looked up to, whether it's Shaq because he's 7'1", and he's a champion, or Steph because no one shoots threes better, or Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, and then all of a sudden crypto discredits their name, they're getting sued. And so when you look at all those things clustered as one, along with all the things I mentioned, I really don't think we've seen a bottom. That's just me personally. It's not financial advice. I don't think the storm has really come. And even though we see right now, Bitcoin kind of moving sideways, we've seen a little capitulation going on, but it's kind of been steady right around that 15.9 to 16.5 range. I just think the worst has it come. So, what is your thoughts on all that? If you don't mind touching on it, just from your standpoint of what you're feeling like, and then just really not just now, where we may be heading, and then also the future of crypto, which we all love and believe, I'm sure.
First off, I think it should be a great reminder to everyone about why crypto is crypto, right? Like decentralized, right? Like if we take a look at Bitcoin, it is the best example of a decentralized unit that no Sam Bankman-Frieds of the world could ever manipulate.
Right, that's right.
So not your keys, not your money.
That's right.
If people have learned nothing but that this storm, I hope that's what they take away. Personally, I've been a purist since 2015. So I don't really mess with things that are really that centralized. Because if I'm going to do centralized, I might as well invest in Bank America or invest in those companies. Why deal with companies that imitate them but aren't regulated? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Have I done commerce with them? Sure. Just because I don't like Walmart's politics doesn't mean that I don't run into there every now and then.
That's right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Crypto, you have to make informed decisions, right? Like you could get advice from someone, from a YouTube channel, from this channel,
right.
Even though you'll get really solid stuff here that you probably won't hear in the whole crypto sphere.
Right.
But even what James says, I hear stuff from him, but the first thing I do after I hear it is not go invest in it, is go investigate it.
That's right. Do your own research, man. That's right.
When all the things match up for me and my thesis, then I move forward. Then I have no one to blame.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And I just need to adjust my thesis and keep it moving forward because the metrics don't lie. Like we already see what type of money printing there is. We see that, but there's not an infinite amount of Bitcoin. There's a cap, right? You can't print anymore. That. Because of that reason, it has the value that it has, and the reason it's competing with things like gold. It's looked at as the best store of value, because I don't know about you, if you've ever held a gold brick, those things aren't light.
No, not at all.
But if you have to carry all your gold bricks over a border, you're not going to make it, right? But you could do that with a phone. You could carry your phone over the border and have all your transfer with you.
Right.
So that is the appeal for crypto. And with everything that's happening right now, it's a distraction.
Right.
It's you had one bad apple. I mean, there's many bad apples in the space, but and bring all the centralized pieces of garbage that are collaborating with these guys, get exposed, and now people are scared. But guess what? Like, James says, and Warren Buffett says, it's like when people are scared, that's when you have to be excited.
That's right.
When people, that's when you have to be a little, cautious about like what's going on. So right now there is blood in the water. And to answer your question, James, I do agree with you. It could go down further. If you take a look at, there's questions being asked right now of like Grayscale because they won't do proof of reserve.
Man.
And if they have to sell any of their position, which is I think like a certain 2% of Bitcoin or whatever they own.
Yeah.
If they eliminate all of it, if they got rid of all of it, I think they have 640,000 Bitcoin.
Jesus.
I think that's
Wow. Wow.
to eliminate all that. If they drain all of it, then the price could get down to about 8,000, right?
Yeah.
Probably they won't get rid of all of it. So they're talking about 10, but that's just one company. So but if there's a multiple companies that happens to, because the thing to remember, what's different between regular markets and crypto markets
Right.
is that there's bailouts for crypto companies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
When
And,
you have
no, why do you feel they won't give proof of a reserve? Why do you feel they're doing that? What is the and I say that because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the things that put USDT in court before, right? Proof of reserve being audited and things like that, and then they paid a bunch of money to have it kind of dismissed. And now the government's looking at them again, and so you see a lot of these things like in the Wall Street Journal, you see it on Bloomberg and things like that, where they're talking about, they're saying what happens if this happens, what happened to FTX happens to a USDT, happens to a Grayscale, what type of impact. And there's even been articles, headlines where it says we haven't seen the last of some major things dump. And so obviously there's concerns. I don't know if people are trying to rattle around and try to fix things or whatever, but man, what if this goes deeper? What if more things like this happen? And why aren't people being so forthcoming with? I mean, if you have money backing dollar for dollar pegged like USDC claims, why not show it? Why not be audited? Is there something to hide? You hear people ran on like BitBoy and all these other guys talking about money laundering and mafia and all this stuff. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! And you don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's like, what's going on for real?
Well, that's why we're seeing so much innovation in the space right now, guys. Like, what's amazing is that the problem solvers are coming out, right? And
Right.
they're not like people like me who, just love crypto and got into it. No,
Right.
these guys are been coding since they were like 12 years old and have already solved some of the biggest issues on the planet.
Right.
With tech now coming into this space to solve issues here. So there's a lot of development in the space that's going on, and honestly, it makes more sense to me as a retail investor to pay attention to the development, not the FUD.
Okay, gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Whether Bitcoin goes down to 8,000 or three, like we've been through cycles, right? Like, dollars when we got in all the way to 19,000,
Yeah.
and then right back down to 3,000. Like,
right.
you want to talk crushed,
That's right.
right? Those are crushing defeat, but now it went up to 70. It's down to 15, 16. Even if it goes down to 3, here's the key thing: the Bitcoin halving is coming up in 2024.
That's right.
If you look at historical cycles, there's always like a good 80-90% dump with crypto, with Bitcoin, and then it pumps back up.
That's right.
And so we have like a good 12 to 18 months of development time, and so it's important to pay attention to the people who have doing the most development. I think that's the number one metric I take a look at.
Yeah, like your polygons in place. You know, some of those guys who are really making some things. I mean, that's a coin that they're really doing some special things right now. Me and you talked about that just yesterday, I believe.
System partner of ours. We work with them, and they are doing it not just right, but they're attacking the right markets, right? They're trying to solve because if you take a look at who's doing all the implementations for Starbucks, for Adidas, for Nike, for it's Polygon, right? Over the last couple months, they've had over 43 million wallets, through active users through Polygon.
Right.
Decentraland has 38, right? Like
That's right.
difference between 38 and 43 million,
Right.
right? Actual users, not, hey, we built this world that we hope you come to
That's
just
right.
because mind you Minecraft, right? That
Right.
you might have. So there's a lot of companies that we're all really excited about today that won't be there tomorrow,
Right.
and
Right. Unfortunately, yeah.
companies that might not be paying attention to that are really crushing it right now,
And I
right?
and, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I think that's something you hit like a nerve right now. And for people who are watching right now, we've got a lot of amazing people. Dore, how you doing, Dore? CKez, what's up, my man? We got a lot of people in the group right now, and this I want people to really understand this. Is we've been around. I've been around since 2017. I think you've been around probably just as long or longer, right? Yeah,
15.
15. So we've seen, and I say this for people who are new, maybe been around for a year or two. We've seen top 10 coins that are no longer here, right? We've seen top 10, top 20 coins that everyone was pushing. I mean, even for people who are here, you've seen some of the top 20 coins, like what, Luna? I believe that was top 20 at one point. FTX FTT was top at one point, right? Celsius. I mean, and so you see, and we've seen those things where, I mean, I've personally invested in some where you know, everything looks good, the utility look good, everyone's on it, they got a great community, and I look up and it's frozen. I can't get my assets out. I can't you know, it's zero or whatever the case may be because I'm a hodler. So a lot of times I don't even look at my wallet. I've got stuff in there. I have coins in my wallets right now that I probably haven't seen in a year. I just don't care because I've bought in so many over the years, you know, and so I just keep dollar cost averaging. I'm not here to play video games with my crypto wallet and kind of look and move around and keep doing silly things that make me lose money. You know? So, but I've noticed where I see a coin, I'm going, oh my gosh, I think that's gone, and I try to move the money out, and it's gone, or it's frozen, or it's whatever, you know, and it's thousands of dollars, and you kind of chalk it up to the game. So you're right, you know, there's going to be things that people are gun ho for. I mean, think about how many people probably went out and got an FTT tattoo on their back because they made a million or two or three or $10 million. They're like, whoo, you know, and it's gone, you know, or Celsius or Luna. So, you know, I think even though Kevin O'Leary takes a lot of, you know, slack right now for his involvement with that, and I like Kevin O'Leary, you know, from his days of Shark Tanks and things like that. I think he's a smart guy. But, you know, even with him, I think, you know, the lesson learned is you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know until it's revealed. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of where it's at. And, you know, like I said, you never know what's going to be here today and gone tomorrow.
So one of the things that I see coming into the space that could solve some of this stuff, right? Remember I talked about insurance companies coming in here, right, and starting to insure different aspects of the space. The reason that's important is not the insurance,
Right,
right? Right?
right,
Because right now, what's being audited in the space is things like the code. Like we've heard of Certex codes being audited, but that's it,
right,
right? Who's auditing the legal stack, the tech stack, the ops stack, the personnel stack? Nobody.
right. That's right.
Insurance does it, right? So there's certain things that are being done. Lloyd's of London's involved. There's a handful of other people that I know are involved, and that's what they're creating. Is that so? If you don't get that audit, you're not going to be credible,
Right. That's
right?
right. That's right. That makes sense.
So you're going to see these layers because we don't want government regulating
Yeah,
and make like we want industry to come in and create these safeguards because government, I mean, they could hardly spell crypto,
that's
right?
right. Right.
So, but some of these insurance funds, they were first to go to market for cannabis, and now the same people are coming in and underwriting crypto projects and banks that want to lend crypto, and so safety is coming, right? It's just not here yet, so just be cautious,
That's right.
and just do your research, and research isn't just like a one one channel research,
Right.
right? You can jump into their Discord, get together with all the fanboys, and and drink the Kool Aid,
That's
right?
right.
Go
That's
check
right. That's right.
different formats to be able to research. So check out some things, and if and what I tell people is that if you would use it, then buy it.
That's right. That's right. That makes sense.
Um, I play game like sandbox and different things. Like I have my son play those games and build worlds in it. He's 7,
That's awesome.
but
Wow.
and he's like into it. Then okay, cool. Like this is something that kids are actually into, and they will. If my son keeps asking me, "Hey, can I play that game?" All right, I should invest in that, right? Now, if he's like, nah, that thing sucks, like, and I'm bored with it already, he's like, oh, okay, well, who knows? I might ask some of his friends if they play
Right,
it,
I
right?
see. I see. Crypto Tales, my brother from another mother. What's up, my man? Legendary Crypto Tales, man. This dude's got some incredible music. I think I'm gonna start playing some of his music on the show as well. Bullish Kenny G said, "Yeah, that's why I just avoid all that and self custody all my assets."
100%.
Smart guy.
Like
Yeah. Bullish Kenny G.
first thing, the thing I loved about Jay is when he was advising some of the people I brought in front of him, is that he said, hey, first thing, MetaMask.
That's right.
Second thing, trust,
That's right.
right?
Right. Get your assets off those exchanges. We like Coinbase, Cold Wallet, and Exodus, and Trust Wallet, and MetaMask. I mean, like you said, when you control those keys, because here's what made me really understand early on when I was first getting into crypto and moving assets over, is when I would call, let's say, because you make mistakes. I've made mistakes where I sent something to a certain wallet and like, oh my God, it was Ethereum. Oh my God, it was BSC. And you learn. You have to live and learn, or you get one thing off or something like that, and then you go call Coinbase wallet customer service, or you call MetaMask, or you call let's say Exodus, and they can't help you. There's nothing they can do. They're like, hey, those are your keys. That's your wallet. They make it very clear. If you lose those keys, man, you're up short. And that, in one aspect, most people were like, oh my God, that kind of irritates me. But in my aspect, I said, that's amazing. That means you can never mess with my funds or my this or my that because you don't have access to it. So I definitely, became a big fan of the wallets and things like that. Before we leave, guys, I want to give Majid an opportunity to say anything else you want to say before we get into the markets, the news, and more recognition. Anything else you want to add to that, Majid?
I think that the people who haven't entered the space yet or who are just kind of scared of the space, I get it. It would suck to have all your life savings kind of wiped out because you forgot a couple of letters, right? There's some solutions coming. If you guys take a look at a group called MetaKeep, I'm giving you guys some major alpha here,
Okay.
but METAKEEP .xyz is their website. If you guys check a look at like some of the solutions that they're bringing to the market, where you don't need passwords, you don't need seed phrases, you are your password, right?
Wow.
You can access it. It's all self-custodial. They don't have access to your keys. The brands that they're working with don't have access to your keys. They're creating really frictionless experiences with some of the biggest brands on the planet right now that they're integrating with. Um, they're gonna tear up crypto next year. You're gonna see it. And if you guys are gonna be in at Art Basel in Miami next week, we might be there. So
Okay.
come.
Well, me and you need to talk more about that, and I have to see what my wife and I's schedule is. But that's one thing that I'm super committed to. And that is if you can. I'm picking up a lot of noise there. Is attending more crypto events. I think it's so important to go out there and meet people in your community, meet people who are major players, influencers, whatever the case may be, who are really shaping this market. I've been very, very fortunate and blessed to make connections with some, to me, some of the most profound people in crypto. I shared a DM with BitBoy the other day where he said he would actually come on to the show once I got things going. Crypto Savvy has showed his support, and many others. So I just believe in doing things in a big manner. I believe in if you want to do great things, then you have to surround yourself by great people. And so we're going to definitely take this to the next level. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you. I'll be talking to you a little bit later today because I want to hear about the conferences, and maybe we can start teaming up and going to some of these things. I know they're out here in California, they're out in Vegas, but we love Miami. Me and my wife have been in Miami before, and we love it out there. And so yeah, let's definitely make that happen. I appreciate you being on the show, man. Much love. Say hello to the wife, and I look forward to seeing you here soon because our buddy John is almost done building that house on the 5 acres that he has, and it's right next to my 5 acres. So I'm looking forward to that. Super excited, man, and appreciate you and all you do, brother.
Thanks for having me on, James. Love you.
Thank
Peace,
you,
brother.
Love you too, my man. All right, take care. Guys, that was my man Majid Zafer. And just so you guys understand, guys, Majid is actually in our Telegram group. So what's great about all this, and I'm going to go through and say hello to everyone, is that if you look at John Singh, who's a legendary guy, owns properties all over and major, like I said, in his 20s, he owned one of the biggest buildings in the city of Fresno. You look at Amika Vogler, you look at Majid Zafer, you look at Antoine Tarrant, you look at some of my other guests, and guess what? Even though all these people are incredible in what they do, they're all in our Telegram group. They're all part of our Crypto4Life family. I'm trying to get you guys to understand who's circling you, right? Who do I have involved? And I'm not doing this, and these people aren't here because I'm some clown or I'm this and that and everything else. They're here because those are the type of people that I have attracted over a 25 plus year span in business. And you're going to see some incredible people. I got some guys that are going to be coming on that are in Fortune magazine, couples that are in Fortune magazine, people who've made millions and millions of dollars, have been on some of the biggest stages around the world. That might go from movie directors to actors to athletes and so forth and so on. So you guys, just stay tuned. I want this to be special. It's not about trying to be bigger or better than anyone. It's just about being me, right? It's about being me. Creating this amazing family we have and uplifting everyone. And my goal is to watch each and every one of you guys become successful in crypto. And this is not a storybook. It's not FUD. It's not what if. It's not once upon a time. It's not a dream. It's reality. And so I always believe in copy and paste. And because I've been able to do it, why not show others how to do the same thing? So with that being said, Laurel Jack, my man, thank you so much. He says, smash the like button. I appreciate that, you guys. CKAZ, great stuff. CKAZ was talking about Crypto.com. That's actually one of my biggest holdings. I love Crypto.com as far as the coin. I love it. The company, I think they're very solid. They got a lot of great things going on. So that's one of my gems. I mean, there's so many gems, guys. I think at one point I might even pull up part of my my favorite coins. And again, it's not financial advice, just to share with everybody. 68. CryptoTel 688. Keep doing your thing, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it, guys. I'm going to get into the markets. There's some things that were shared with me, and I won't get too much in that because I don't think it's something that should be probably covered over the live stream. But if you guys are not in my Telegram group, I'm going to make a video just following this, explaining some things that I just heard that was brought to my attention from another group in another situation. And there's an emotional part of that, and there's the truth. And I guess at where I'm at in life and in an age and what I've been able to accomplish in life, I'm not chasing millions. I've created millions. I'm not chasing clout. I've had clout. I've been on some of the biggest stages. I'm an award winner. I'm a guy who's been featured in magazines. I'm not here to hurt anyone, guys, but there's a truth behind why certain relationships have been strained, if you will, and I'm gonna talk about that in the Telegram group. So not right now. It's not the right moment. I love everybody, but I think I was kind of going to let it go, and then there's something that was brought to my attention, so I have to address it, unfortunately. And if it goes to where it gets bigger and it has to be addressed on a bigger platform, then we'll come back and talk about it live. But I think right now I'll address it since it was brought up in the Telegram group of a different Telegram group. I'm going to go ahead and address it in mine. So with that being said, guys, let's look at the market right now. Bitcoin, guys, is 16.4. be very careful, guys, because I think right now there's a lot of FUD, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and people just don't know what to do. I think the smartest person is a person who's just educating themselves right now. Nothing that I say is to be deemed as financial advice, guys. What I can tell you is this: is you're going to see a lot of pump fakes, run ups, and things like that. We could get up to, remember, guys, we talked about Crypto Savvy's charting and Aaron, the disciple, who's in our group. One of the most, here's the thing, guys, Aaron in our group, Aaron the disciple, is one of the guys who when I came up charting, we took the same courses. We took the same courses years ago in charting and learning. And I mean, I was just, if you guys don't know me, my wife's in the group here, I'm OCD. I've got a problem of just being a perfectionist, and I'm not perfect, but I'm imperfectly perfect. I'm imperfectly, right? I got a lot of flaws, but I'm always trying to make myself better. If I'm a basketball player who doesn't do this right, then I got to focus on what that is. If I'm a speaker that doesn't do this right, then I got to tweak it in a way that it works. And that's all I've ever done, guys. And I say that because I'm always wanting to do great things and help people do great things. And that's just what my story is. But I go back to say, what's going on with crypto. Like, look, just be careful. Yeah, we can't tell what's happening. I can tell you that there's a lot of, when you have this many problems going on, when you have so many issues, whether it's FTT, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, whether it's we don't know what's going on with inflation, and interest rates are always changing and things like that, and we've got energy crisis, and real estate crisis, and we have money printing, and we have and you put all that in this little onion, right? There's these layers of onions. These layers in that onion, and the thing that we're just starting to look at, the core of that onion, is corruption, government corruption, political corruption. Our favorite athletes in the world are being sued now. I mean, this is just crazy. This is chaotic, and I've seen some people post on Twitter where they said it's going to set crypto back 2 or 3 years. I think so, in a sense, not the opportunity, because we're very smart. We're very, very smart, right? We're very smart. Those of us who love crypto, those of us who understand that one day, and again, not financial advice, I believe, my personal opinion, that Bitcoin will be $1 million coin. And there's just so many things that point to that, and gets us to understand. I think there's going to be a day, instead of someone trying to buy a Bitcoin, which right now you can get it at 16.4, maybe here soon you'll get it at 12 or 10 or 8 or 7 or 5 or whatever, based off of where we could go over the next. And again, this is not going to happen tomorrow. That's why a lot of times when we're talking about the charting and stuff like that, we're doing this every day. But this is something that's going to probably play out into next year, right? Going into early next year, before we actually see a bottom, maybe mid next year. It depends on how much stuff keeps coming out as far as all the stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is that have a plan in place, follow that plan. Just take this time to learn. Don't get overly excited. Don't overly leverage yourself. I saw someone in Twitter that said, "I'm selling my car. I'm refinancing my house. I'm doing all this because I'm getting ready for the dip." And I don't know if that's smart, guys. Like don't hurt. I got a real good friend of mine who's over leveraged themselves big time. And look, guys, you shouldn't be taking out loans. You shouldn't be doing things that are going to hurt your family, right? Invest smart. Be smart in all that you do. Be smart in all your investments. Only invest what you can afford to lose, which, again, we're not in this to lose anything. I get that. It's kind of like what we have to say. But, and look, I personally feel like, like I said, there's going to be a time where people are trying to get a Satoshi. Like, people are going to be buying Satoshis. Buying a Bitcoin is going to be, like, unheard of. Like, right now is your opportunity. But what happens when Bitcoin hits 100,000? Who can afford that? 250,000. People be chasing Satoshis. And what is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. 100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin. So imagine, as everyone, these governments and these countries are embracing Bitcoin, like El Salvador is their main currency. And man, El Salvador is really, matter of fact, I think I got an article. I don't want to go too far ahead of myself. I think I posted an article about just some of the amazing things they're doing in El Salvador, and their how they're embracing cryptocurrency. Well, as that continues to happen and mainstream adoption happens, guys, and everyone's using it, and I read a while back where they have soda machines that you can actually buy a soda by putting your Bitcoin wallet. And obviously, it's taking a fraction, so it's Satoshis that you're buying the soda. They have, if I'm going to a Mavericks game and I can, the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban accepts Bitcoin and Doge, I believe, and so I can go over there and I can, or Oakland A's game where they accept Bitcoin, and I can go and I can pay. Well, that's not going to cost me a whole Bitcoin. It's going to cost me Satoshis. So as Bitcoin price rises, can you imagine one day where a Satoshi is a penny, 2 pennies, 5 cents? Oh, that's not going to happen, because right now it's like 0.000 whatever. But that's where Bitcoin started. And so it's just incredible, guys. Look, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out Bitcoin is here to stay. A lot of these projects, I feel in my heart, like your Crow, again, not financial advice, Crow, Polkadot, and a lot of these others, are going to be around long term. And XRP, there's a bunch of them. We can go on and on. So, again, right now, Bitcoin's around 16.4. Be careful with that. I think there's further downside to come, in my opinion. We can have a pump up, like the chart shows I was referring to earlier. We can get as high as 24.5 before. It would take 24.5 for us to invalidate the bear market. And you know what? I wonder if I can pull up. Let's see if I can pull this up here. I should have had this already up. Let's see. Let's see. Where's my man Crypto? Let me go to his chart. I should have this already pulled up, but let's see. Where's his chart in here? I know Aaron has a lot of the same charting as well. Where's his BTC chart? That's Craig, guys. If you guys haven't followed Crypto Savvy, amazing charter. Like Aaron, like I said, me and Aaron came up together. We started charting together. I decided to become a hodler, and Aaron just went on to become an incredible trader and charter. And even though I get all the aspects of fundamental analysis, technical analysis, market analysis, and all those things, which is really all based off of human emotions. So this is kind of more of a broader. If you look into his, I was looking for his .com bubble pop. Let's see if I can find that real quick. His .com bubble pop, guys. And let me just say thank you to all of, this is his 10-year, is this his 10 years? This is his 10-year plan. And he just kind of goes through how the .com bubble pop worked, right? Bullish Kenny G says, building bags in the bear market where life-changing wealth can be made. That's correct, brother. Lord Jack, 6AJ, always do the right thing. That's right, my man. I'm always going to do the right thing, which is why I want to address that in the Telegram group. So if you look at this .com bubble here, and as it played out, it took from the time that it was at this high to the time that where it got to actually over in this area here. I think where Craig was showing, it was like a 10-year span. You can see over here where he's showing the Bitcoin bubble pop and where we're at. Until we get out of this, guys, like if we got up over here and if it's like 24 something over here, we got in this area, which is where we're at here. We're in this area. So unless Bitcoin took off this area and invalidated this charting or this comparisons, right? So unless it's invalid, and that's 24.5, as long as we keep going down here, guys. Now, this is not going to happen overnight. Understand that the area that we're in right now is about 16.4. What Craig is predicting, we can probably get down. We'll drop down to 14.5 as his next target. Then we'll go down into the he thinks it'll be a rapid drop, kind of like what we had right here. It'll be a rapid drop, guys, into like the 10, and then right in this area here, he thinks that it'll kind of go sideways, a little capitulation right there, and then what'll happen is we'll get what we call a false bottom, and that false bottom could be around 78 to 8,000. And a lot of people go, oh, we're going to the moon, right? And so that's where he thinks that we'll have a false bottom, and then boom, it could possibly, again, this is not financial advice. It's not saying it has to happen like this, because it doesn't. It doesn't have to follow exactly like this. It just so happens that it has. But when you look at people saying it can never go back down. They were saying that when we got to 19, we'll never go back under 5, and then COVID happened and we went to 35, and then when we were at 68,000, people said, man, if we get we could probably have maybe a 40% retracement, maybe 50% at 30,000, at 68, so that's 34,000. Who would have thought there's people who were swearing that we would never, ever see 20,000 or 15,000. I'm just saying. And now that we're here, who knew that all this stuff was going to happen with corruption and Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX and then all that in the midst of us still dealing with all these global issues and things that happen around the world, that's happening around the world. So can we get back down like when COVID took us down? It's possible. I'm just saying dollar cost average down. Don't try to time the bottom. I think that's the greatest mistake ever, because what if we do come here and pop up? So dollar cost average down, dollar cost average up. Definitely have a plan in place, and I think you'll be fine. So anyways, let's go back to the charts here. So, Ethereum is just over 1,100. BNB's closing in on $300, guys. We've got XRP, one of our favorite coins, the future. I mean, this coin is said to be, again, not financial advice, just my opinion, is said to be, and they give fundamentals on why it should be a multi-thousand-dollar coin. I think this is going to retire a lot of people. Cardano, amazing, especially when the more and more utility Cardano, and they've got like their own stable coin coming out and some other things, so that's really exciting. Doge had a bit of a pump, I think, the other day. I saw where there was some information shared where Elon has said Bitcoin's going to be around, Bitcoin's going to be fine, but Doge to the moon. So, Elon keeps pumping this coin. It's jumped up a little bit from the 6 cents that it was at just the other day. Polygon Matic is something that Majid's working with right now. And man, he had me excited about Polygon. A lot of times we have regret. I do have Polygon Matic. We always wish upon a star that we would have had more, especially understanding where they've gone and where some of the things they have in place. Majid had me really excited about the potential where Polygon's going, just because he's working with them personally with his company. Polkadot is, guys, when they did that redenomination from 300 to, remember at one point, for those of you guys who weren't around, I think it was 2020 or 19. They did a redenomination. Polkadot was one of those coins that in China and a lot of Asian markets, they had big positions in Polkadot, and they had big positions back when it was $3 a coin, $300 per coin. And then they did the redenomination, and it went down 1 to 100, so it went to $3. And at that point, I was studying the coin, I was already looking at it, and I just went in and then boom, rode that thing up. And so if that gets back down to $3, yeah, I'm going big on and definitely not even if it gets down there, I'm gonna be dollar cost averaging now, just knowing where it was at, close to $50. So that's down quite a bit. We've got Litecoin. There's some news on Litecoin. I mean, look at Litecoin. They're up 34% in 7 days, 11% in the last 24 hours. I saw some articles, and I think I'll check my Twitter right now. I think there's some incredible news going on with them. Shiba right now I think that's a great price, and I think we're going to get even lower. Just when I look at these coins, guys, Solana's pumping a bit. We're up 11% in the last 24 hours, 2.2% in the last hour. I think Solana has an extraordinary opportunity to come back once they kind of all this FUD is done with and what have you. But when I look at a lot of these coins, guys, what I'm seeing an opportunity, because none of these coins, all these coins right now they're amazing, and they've got incredible. They're at an incredible price point right now to start dollar cost averaging. But my eyes is always fixed on the Almighty. And when we were charting, that's one of the things that we learned. No matter how the technical analysis looks, the TA or the market analysis or the fundamental analysis, no matter how great you are at charting, if Bitcoin takes a dump or takes off, it invalidates all that, right? And I know for a fact that if Bitcoin moves down and it starts capitulating again, and it heads down to, based off of Crypto Savvy's chart and going into next year, then all these are going to become even a greater opportunity. I'm talking about life-changing. That's why you hear so many people. If there's one thing that we're all saying that's the same, it's going to be the biggest money grab in the history of mankind. I believe that. This is going to be because you got to understand, there's people who plan the game, right? There's people who are watching the game. And there's still a few people who don't even know there's a game being played. They don't even care. So it's either you're in front of the wave, you're on top of the wave, or you're behind the wave, scratching your head, going, "What's going on?" And I think there's a lot of people probably falling behind the wave because of all this controversy and scams and all the stuff that's going on. There's a lot of people who are scared right now. So I think that's going to stop a lot of people coming in. Like I said, it could have set us back a year or two, but that's going to be the opportunity, and that's going to be the blessing, guys, for a lot of us who to have the opportunity to increase our positions. And all that's going to do is going to change everything, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice, for your families, your children, your children's children. It's going to be amazing. So Chainlink sitting at 640. So let's go into my Telegram here. I think there's some things that I have pulled up. I don't want to run the show. We've been going just over an hour, and I need to get better with that. So but I love having these guests on, guys, because it's one thing to read articles, it's one thing to do this and that and all those things, but it's another thing to have these people on who are actually making incredible things happen, real people, real situations, incredible success stories, and it's going to be a lot more to come. So we had Majid on. Thanks a lot, Majid, for coming in. It says, after the meltdown of FTX, many crypto investors are interested in trading on platforms that fully back their reserves. Of course, guys, and this is one of the things that's really scary for me. And I shouldn't say scary, but it's concerning for me, and it's why I've got money on the sidelines, because in my scared money don't make money. That's right. And here's the funny thing, Tails, in saying that, is you don't want to be scared money, because that's why you want a dollar cost average. What you want to do is have a plan. And then also, when you have a plan, not just take the things that we're saying. I love one of the things that Majid just said. He says, when James says something or I hear a certain influence say something, I don't just go based off what they're saying. It's like they're whispering something in my ear, and then it's my job to go back and do my what? Due diligence. Do your own research, right? And that's one of the things that Majid says, and that's what I've been doing my whole, even with a Polkadot. When I heard the redenomination, but even before they were talking about that, I heard someone mention it. My buddy Chico Crypto, Tyler, who I've DM'd over, we've had conversations. He's up here in Chico County, but Chico Crypto, he had talked about DOT and why he was so excited. So it made me run off and do my due diligence. And by doing my own due diligence, it created a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Now, I'm thankful for Tyler for saying it, but I'm also grateful for myself for being smart enough to go out there and do the research to understand the value to go so big into that particular asset. So, people want to make sure that they're fully backed. I think right now, especially, I know I was listening to Kevin O'Leary where he was talking about there's platforms that he found like in Canada where a lot of people right now, a lot of major companies are going to back off investing because, obviously in Bitcoin, but with where they hold their assets and things like that, because they want to make sure that they're backed, right? They're backed and they're protected. So let me go in a group here. It says, Nessa McFadden, hello, my sweetheart. That's my beautiful daughter, my newly who's now a nurse, and I'm so proud of her. It's funny, I was sharing a story with Antoine Tanner a couple of days ago that when we were doing celebrity games, we would always have the celebrity to give back. That was one of the stipulations. You can come down, you can play, but we're gonna give back, and we would go visit a hospital. It was a children's hospital out in California where children, anything that would happen to a child if they God forbid it was horrible, but it's where all the worst cases go. They fly kids from all over the country to Valley Children's, all over the state of California, and you could have burn victims, you could have cancer patients. So we would always go and visit those kids as celebrities. At that time, my daughter was 2 years old, and who would have thought today she would be a nurse at that same facility? So just kudos to my baby girl. And Beekeeper, did you restake your boom room for season 2? Here's the thing, Beekeeper. CKS, I'm gonna reach out to you because I need to be more aggressive with that, and I haven't done that, but I'm definitely gonna reach out to you and get myself going. I haven't done it yet, but I'm definitely gonna be investing. I know there's a lot of great things going on with Kronos, and I want to be a part of that. Shout outs to my man Bullish, Kenny G, Josh. And here's another thing, guys. For those of you guys who just tuned in, we're going to be doing profit sharing with our mods, with our admin. I just believe that's the way to go. I'm going to utilize my talent to blow this, my resources to blow this channel up, and also do some investments with Antoine Tanner, some other guys with movies. I got some other friends of mine who are movie directors. And I'm going to be doing those things. And we're also going to create a Crypto4Life wallet in which myself, Dave, and I'll probably have a third person be a part of that, where we have access and we invest and we watch that, just watch those assets grow. So not only will we continue to do our giveaways, which are free just for being part of our family, but we'll also be invested in this wallet. And as that wallet grows, we might invest in various coins that we decide to get into. The 70-20-10, 70% may be like obviously your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your ADA, your XRP, whatever. Your 70% being like your DSLAs, your Harmonies, your Zillicas, whatever. And then your 10%ers being like your Elons, what Shiba used to be, what Doge used to be. And as that portfolio blows up, I would love to see us create a multi-million-dollar portfolio for the group. And then that is shared, a percentage that will be shared to the members. We haven't figured all that out yet. A percentage will go to charity, which I want to do charitable work, give back to children, give back to the less fortunate, maybe even connect with different, whether it's Marjorie Mason, different, whatever it is, and give back a percentage to that. And so this is about helping. This is about uplifting. This is about, making the world a better place, just one person at a time, however we can do that. And so I would like Crypto4Life to be a part of that. I don't need the money. And so it's about uplifting you guys and giving you guys an opportunity to be a part of something amazing. And if I can give you a snapshot of anything that I've accomplished in my life, and if I can somehow bleed that into you guys, and you guys have that type of success and even bigger, then that's going to be incredible, guys. So CKaz, Laura, Jack, appreciate you guys. So with that being said, guys, let me kind of go through a couple more things before we head out of here. Let's see. Wow. It says, which company would be the next one to cause ripples in the market? And I think that's really the sentiment, guys, because when you look at FTX, when you look at FTT and Sam Bankman-Fried, there's so many companies that are a part of that. You start hearing things about Genesis and things about Gemini, and there's other companies now that are having issues and they're freezing people's money and you can't withdraw and all these things. So just be careful, guys. I think, like I said, we're and then there's going to be, I think in here somewhere, I don't know if I can, Avatar, I can't wait for that movie to come out. And sometimes, guys, we're going to be talking crypto. We're going to be talking about other things as well. Facts. Let's see. There's something that I lost my train of thought here. Crypto exchange reserve really rely on tokens. So everyone's having this sentiment that further downside, other things are going to be exposed. Elon Elon cracks me up. So that's what I was saying. Harsh regulations. I think all this is going to cause. And I don't. Again, guys, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but sometimes it almost seems like this was set up to give the government an excuse to try to cause harm. Because look, is crypto benefiting our government? Does crypto, and I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's just one of the things like it's just too, Celsius, Luna, now FTX, FTT, and then you start attacking Gemini and Genesis and stuff like that. So it's almost like a reason for them to come in and just throw the hammer down, and whatever that comes out to or how that plays out, who knows? But yeah, I'm a big fan of Chronos, big fan of VV. Let's see here. So we're gonna do a giveaway, guys. I didn't even put it up here on the deal on the. Yeah, I had Dave take it off. And really quickly, guys, I think one of the things I had down here were thank yous. Let me just say thank you to some incredible people. Number one is I want to first start off by thanking my wife. What an incredible lady who supported me through all the years of traveling, speaking. Sometimes I had to, I had one of the biggest teams in South America in what I did. I had one of the biggest Latin teams in the world of what I did, which took me all over, Ecuador, Chile, Peru, Colombia, Argentina. I was everywhere, guys. And I would be gone sometimes for weeks at a time, inspiring, motivating, teaching people mindset management, meeting with millionaires, meeting with average people, going to business conferences. It was just crazy. So just kudos to my wife for all the support that she's given me, and she continues to give me, even with this new venture in having a YouTube channel. And I think it just really fits in because it allows me to, it's almost like therapy for me to be able to share, for me to be able to build relationships. This is what I've done my whole life. Love people, give back to people. And here's the thing, guys, let me say this. I'm gonna give a giveaway. I'm gonna do some more, but I'm gonna address a situation in the Telegram group that was brought to my attention. And here's what I'll say: success leaves clues. There's I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll address that in the Telegram group. But success leaves clues. So if you have someone who's done something for 25 years consistently, and you can go on that person's social media, you can go on that person's Facebook or IG, you can look back and Google that person's name. You can see that person, the trademark iWatch that was in a multi-million dollar deal with Apple that's called Apple Watch now, but that trademark was owned by an NFL player, a doctor, and the majority owner was this guy sitting right here. There's things that shows you that a person is who they say they are and genuine. And so I'm not here to try to gas myself up. I'm not here to try to prove I'm something that I'm not, which is just genuinely who I am. I'm not going to continue to talk about the things that we've done. It's just about being authentic. It's about loving people. It's about giving back. There's a point in your life, and here I'm 51 years old. I know a lot of people say I look younger. Thank you very much. But it's that Puerto Rican, that Jamaican Puerto Rican mix. But anyways. I'm not one of those people that are here for fame and for clout and for this and that. I'm here because I understand my purpose. And my purpose has been serving people. My purpose is, you learn to love different when you have children. My kids are all grown for the most part, but I still want to hug them and kiss them every day. And I'm just, it's made me this very loving guy. And I've always been this giving guy. And it's the way I was raised. My mom was one of those people who, and I won't get too much into this, she says she was a big time Christian, and my mom would always have people at their house, and I'd be like, Mom, why do you have these people in your house? Like, I didn't know them. Strangers off the street, people taking the people to church, doing all these things. And I would say, Mom, like, you're putting yourself in harm. And she'd always tell me, she goes, James, what is it to be a Christian if you don't share him with anyone else, share God with anyone else? What kind of Christian would I be? And so I think that I've utilized that same philosophy in business. What does it matter if I'm successful? What if it matter if I made millions? If I don't go back and I share that, what kind of person am I if I don't go back and give that back to other people and show them how? So I sit on the mountaintop by myself? No, that doesn't work that way for me. So just understand I'm doing this not because I need to, guys. Whether we have one thumb up or 101,000 someday. Hopefully, we can get that. And the only reason that I look at wanting to grow is so we can reach more people. And the more that we grow and the more that we do, the more I can give back to you. And so that's how I look at it, guys. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you, CKs. I appreciate that. And like I said, I normally wouldn't even touch on it. I was kind of letting it go. There's a lot of things that I know about that story and things that I kind of turned the cheek, things that I kind of said to inflate situations, just because I love people and I always want someone to shine. And so we'll address that later. But anyways, let's get to the giveaway, guys. Let me, was it the giveaways I was going to do? Shout outs, Queen, Dore, appreciate you. Anybody who wants to be a mod, understand, if you're part of my family, you can be a part of anyone else's family, and I actually implore you to do that because there's some really, really talented people out there. There's a reason that I was connected with certain people. I like their personality. I like this and that. I like, there's things I do and don't, but for the most part, be a part of a lot of different channels. Get a lot of good information. Now, and be careful at the same time, but there's some really good ones. I've talked about them before, that you can be out there. And look, guys, this is not a tribal, some type of cult. This is about uplifting people. This is about if a bunch of people can get together and help you become a multimillionaire or change your family's life. That's what this is about. This is not about just being part of my channel. It's about doing what's best for your family. I just love great people. I can't say that enough, guys. So, okay. So with that being said, let's go over and get through this giveaway so we can get into the Telegram and do my little video there. Okay. So let's go here. Okay, here we go, guys. And I had Dave. And last thank you. I gave thanks to my wife. I want to thank everybody that's in this group for showing your support, for being great people. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're all on this channel. We're all part of Crypto4Life. Some of us are part of IBF. Some of us are part of all these different channels. And there's nothing wrong with any of those channels, guys. Sometimes people, it's funny. You see Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear back when they were boxing, and today they're great friends. They go fishing. They hang out, they do this and that. Sometimes people aren't going to always mesh together for whatever the reason is, and I'm going to kind of explain those reasons in my Telegram group here in a minute. And that's okay. Sometimes, magnets, it could be, you can have two incredible magnets, and when they get together, they don't really, it just kind of does that thing where you can't put the two sides together, and you got to figure out where they stick and where they actually work together. And so, but I want to just thank everybody in the group. I want to say I appreciate you guys, love you guys. Thank again to my beautiful wife. Thank you to Dave and Josh. I'm gonna have Dave and Josh on talking about their opportunity. Again, this is not shilling. We're always going to be straight up with the project that they're a part of, dad bods and things like that. If it's an opportunity for people, great. If you see one, awesome. I like it personally, and I bought more into who they are than anything else because, again, I'm not a big beer drinker, but I love the concept. I love where they're going. I love what they're doing. I love the whole ecosystem. I'm excited. I'm a part of the whole thing. So it's going to be exciting, guys. And there's going to be other projects. And here's the thing. For anybody who has projects like CKES is really big on Kronos and the Boomer Squad and so forth. I want you guys to come on and educate and tell people about what's going on. So this platform is not I'm the man. Matter of fact, I talked to Dave. There's some people that I want to try to recognize, guys, in their talent, so that when I have because here's the thing. Here's one of the reasons when people were asking me about YouTube and I said I didn't want to do it. I spent so much of my life giving back and traveling the world that my wife was patient. I didn't miss graduation, thank God, but I missed sometimes anniversaries, birthdays. I missed when my daughter was up for homecoming queen. I missed when my son got the presidential award for his academics. Because I was always traveling, and so it was one of the reasons I kind of fought with even doing this. But this allows me to be home and do these things. I'm working out of my home now, but I say that just to say that I don't know where I was going. Oh, I'm looking for people who can sometime host a channel. right? People who don't mind, because if you look at BitBoy, if you look at what's the other group? I think they're called Run Guys or something like that. Even though they do a lot of shilling, I'm not saying they do a lot of shilling there, but still, I love the ecosystem, how they do things. And I'm never going to talk bad about people. They just typically shill a lot of coins. And I've seen projects they shill that are here today, gone tomorrow. I got to keep it 100. I got to be truthful, whatever that means. I got to do that. Even if I got to tell them myself, I'll do that. So the point I'm trying to make is that I'm looking for people who want to come on, who want to co-host, who want to, and if you have the aspiration to start your own channel, use my platform. I'll have celebrities go on your platform, which is one of the things that I was intending to do with the last situation. I will do whatever I have to, even if it means, making some type of investment. I want to do whatever it takes to help people win. This is not about just me and my and I and us and all. It's team. It's team. And so if a person wants to have a channel, if you want to do things like that, if you want to come on to see if you are even comfortable, do that. I'm always going to give recognition, because I think a lot of people want to. They want to be recognized. So I'm always going to give a lot of recognition to the Crypto4Life squad. I'm always going to give, we're going to be doing giveaways with some of the merchandise. Also, subscribe, click the like button. Also, check out the merch store that Dave set up for Crypto4Life. It's amazing. I've seen a lot of people have already supported. We're going to be doing some merch giveaways too. That might be the next thing that we do. Matter of fact, I don't know how long it will take to get. Yeah, I got to see how long. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'll have to order something. Let's do it. Let's do a Crypto4Life. Let's do a Crypto4Life giveaway. Let's do a Crypto4Life shirt giveaway or something like that. We'll do that. Crypto4Life shirt giveaway. I'll let someone go on and pick out what shirt they want, and we'll get that to the winner today. We'll do that. How's that? So, again, if you have a talent, if there's something you're interested, like CKez is the man. CKez is the man when it comes to the Boomer Squad. He's going to, and that's the great thing about being a teacher, guys. Even though I'm 51 years old, and I always say that, but I'll just mean my experience. Even though I've done a lot and I've been on some of the biggest stages and everything, I'm a student of the game. I'm a student to learn, because I don't know everything. And that's when you recognize a real leader, is not one who says he knows everything, but one that always tries to put himself around people who know that are great at what they do, so that together we can be extraordinary. I want to be an extraordinary channel. I want to create as many millionaires as we can by giving the right information, always being 100. And then also uplifting people. I might have a LeBron James in our group. I might have a Michael Jordan. I might have a Larry Bird. I might have a Allen Iverson. How the hell do I know? So the way that I want to do those things is by giving people a platform, which is this platform, to shine. If there's a project you're excited about, we're going to be having Dad Boz on to talk about that project. But if there's a project you're excited about, if there's a coin you're excited about, and you know more than I know, or maybe we can talk and DM and I say, okay, hey, spend the next couple of days and learn more about it, so you could be the person. I want to do that. I remember, and I think I think it's an incredible way to let people be a part of the bigger picture. So super excited, guys. So anyways, let's go with this. This is going to be a giveaway for a shirt of your choosing in the Crypto4Life merchandise store. And I like giving away, guys. We don't have to do it. I like to do it. I like people smiling. So we're going to do that. So I don't know. Dave is here. Okay, so Dave, you are here. Okay, so Dave, really quickly, if Dave, we'll have Dave put in Crypto4Life at one point. Not right now, Dave. Let's spin the wheel. And when Dave puts in Crypto4Life, it's going to be whatever that number is down from there. So again, guys, appreciate you guys. I'm going to, right after I'm done with this, I'm going to jump in a Telegram group. It might take about 10 or 15 minutes, because I'm going to actually do a live recording, and then I'm going to send that, and I'm going to post that into the group so that I can address that. And once I do that, it's going to be said and done. It's going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I won't get too much into it. I'm going to watch certain things, because if that situation continues to play out, then, unfortunately, I'll talk about those things as well. But don't think it needs to go there. I want to be the bigger person, but I just come from a time where I'm a Brooklyn, New York guy, so I apologize for that. But I don't apologize for that. I apologize for the sense of that. If where I'm from, if if a person takes a jab, you take a jab back. It's not always the right way. I taught my kids better, but unfortunately, Dad doesn't always practice what he preaches when it comes to that. So anyways, guys, let me stop. Okay, so we're going to go to spin this wheel. Ready, set, here we go. Who's the winner for today? Number 3. Well, Dave, before you, okay, Dave already posted it. 1, 2, Queen, congratulations, Queen. David Adam posted Crypto for Life. Laurel Jack came close. My brother, my friend there, Laurel Jack. My brother Bullish Kenny G came close, but Queen won. Congratulations, Queen. I'm so excited. Again, I tell you guys, I stutter, I talk Ebonics. I just got really good at cashing checks, guys, and that's what I hope to have you guys do as well. So Queen won. Queen, DM me. We're gonna go to the Crypto for Life store. Check out the shirts there. And then maybe next time we'll do a hoodie or something. But check out the shirts. If there's a shirt you like, let's make it happen. And then we're gonna do tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm so excited. My daughters are on their way down right now. Two of my daughters are on their way down. Heaven and Paris. My other daughter's actually getting ready to go fly back to Chicago to see her friend who plays for the Bears out there. So excited for her as well. My son is going to be heading down, I think, tomorrow to see us, or Friday to see us. And I got another son taking off. So 6 children, guys. Always got a lot of stuff going on in our lives. Yeah, so Friday, we'll be doing another stream Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And then I had some requests from some members. And here's the thing, guys. I am part of your family. You're part of mine. So I had a person reach out and said, hey, James, do you mind doing night streams or evening streams? I'm still going to, even regardless of what the situation is with that other deal, I'm not going to stream when they stream, because this is not about a takeover. It's not about any of that stuff. This is just about a disagreement, but I want to stay respectful to that situation and make sure I give that person kudos and my hats off, and allow that person to continue to, where there's not a conflict, and I don't make the families intercollide or anything like that. I think, when I look at BitBoy, he said he wants to have a stream where he streams all day, but different people all day. His channel, he wants to be like a CNBC or something like that, where there's always people going on. And that's something that I tried to set up, and I thought would be a great idea with that other situation. But I'll make sure that I work around that person's time so that no one has to pick and choose. We can all be, have multiple families. And I wish that person nothing but the best of luck in his situation, and that someday he gets to his goals. And I know he's working really hard for that. So anyways, guys, appreciate you guys. Queen, congratulations. I win, you win. That's right. Amen. So Queen, congratulations. I'm looking for the rising stars in this channel. I'm looking forward to some people coming up so that you can be a part of this whole ecosystem, so that we can help you be the best version of you that you want to be. That's what this is about. So again, happy Thanksgiving. Come tomorrow. We'll see you guys Friday. What time, I don't know yet, but I'll actually post it in the Telegram, on Twitter. And may not have a guest, may have a guest. I'll let you guys know. I was talking to one of my buddies who was on Fortune, who's made millions of dollars and traveled the world, and one of the biggest names. He's up there with like Les Brown and Tony Robbins and those guys. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. With that being said, let's take it out the same way we came in. Congratulations, Queen. We'll appreciate you guys. Much love, guys. Crypto for Life. Much love.